नाउ थ्योरम्स ऑन कंटिन्यूटी, कुछ थ्योरम है उनको देख लिया जाए। स्टेटमेंट कहता है इफ वेक्टर एफ टी एंड वेक्टर जी टी आर टू कंटिन्यूअस वेक्टर फंक्शंस, देन फर्स्ट वेक्टर एफ टी प्लस माइनस वेक्टर जी टी इज कंटिन्यूअस and second vector ft dot vector gt is continuous. This is your dot product. Third vector ft cross product vector gt is continuous. And fourth one is if it is a continuous scalar function, then phi t into vector ft is continuous. So let us see the proof. Suppose vector ft is given as f1 ti plus f2 tj plus f3 tk, and similarly gt is given as g1 ti plus g2 tj plus g3 tk, and they are the continuous functions of single scalar variable t. Then the scalar functions f1, f2, f3 and g1, g2, g3 all are continuous. Now suppose f and g both are continuous at t is equal to c. Then we need to show the given four results. Then limit ft t tends to c will be fc, both are vectors. Limit vector gt t tends to c is equal to vector gc. Then from our earlier results, limit vector ft plus minus vector gt t tending to c will be limit ft plus minus limit gt. This we have shown earlier. This is equal to vector fc plus minus vector gc. It means this is equal to value of vector ft plus minus value of vector gt for t is equal to c, and hence this vector ft plus minus vector gt is continuous for t is equal to c as per the definition of continuity. Next, limit vector ft dot vector gt t tending to c is equal to limit vector ft t tends to c dot limit vector gt t tends to c. So this one is your vector fc dot vector gc, or it is equal to value of limit value of vector ft dot vector gt for t is equal to c, and therefore ft dot gt is continuous for t is equal to c by the definition of continuity. Next, limit vector ft cross vector gt is equal to limit vector ft t tends to c cross limit vector gt t tends to c. This is your cross product. So this is equal to vector fc cross vector gc. It means it is equal to value of vector ft cross vector gt for t is equal to c. So this is again vector ft cross gt is continuous for t is equal to c. So this part is also proved. Next, similarly phi t into vector ft is continuous for t is equal to c. It is easy to solve it one, this one, so it is left for you. नेक्स्ट इसके बाद हम लोग का आता है डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ वेक्टर फंक्शंस। अगर अभी तक कोई क्वेरी है तो पूछो मुझे। कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो नेक्स्ट हम लोग का है डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ वेक्टर फंक्शंस। लेट वेक्टर आर इज इक्वल टू वेक्टर एफ टी, मतलब वेक्टर आर को एफ टी से दिया जा रहा है, बी ए वेक्टर फंक्शन ऑफ ए सिंगल स्केलर वेरिएबल टी। देन आर प्लस डेल्टा आर विल बी एफ टी प्लस डेल्टा टी, और डेल्टा आर विल बी एफ टी प्लस डेल्टा टी माइनस आर, मीन्स एफ टी प्लस डेल्टा टी माइनस एफ टी। सो डेल्टा आर बाई डेल्टा टी एंड लिमिट इस पे लगा देंगे, लिमिट डेल्टा टी टेंड्स टू जीरो, दिस इज इक्वल टू लिमिट डेल्टा टी टेंड्स टू जीरो एफ टी प्लस डेल्टा टी माइनस एफ टी बाई डेल्टा टी। सो this left hand side will be dt differentiation of r with respect to t. It is equal to limit delta t tends to 0 f t plus delta t minus f t by delta t. It is written as f dash t. F dash t means differentiation of this vector function f t. Thus the function r is equal to f t is said to be derivable or differentiable if this limit exists. अगर ये limit exist करेगा तो r is equal to f t is said to be differentiable. There is corollary. See, the function r is equal to f t is said to be derivable at t is equal to c if f dash c is given as limit h tends to 0 FC plus H minus FC by H exist. यहाँ जैसा definition था. It can also be written as f dash c is equal to limit ft minus fc by t minus c t tends to c. Second, the derivative is denoted either by dr by dt or df by dt or f dash c. क्योंकि r तुम्हारा ft है और इस dtf है हमारा f dash c at t is equal to c. Third, every differentiable vector function is continuous. ये जैसे स्केलर के केस में था वही चीज वेक्टर के केस में है. Now there are some formulae and theorems. Let us see. Differentiation formulae and theorems. Formulae first. Let vector ut, vt and wt be the three vector functions of single scalar variable t. यानी कि u, v, w तीन वेक्टर फंक्शन हो गए और स्केलर वेरिएबल t के हैं. Then first ddt of u plus minus v is equal to du by dt vector function plus minus du by dt vector. Second, ddt u dot v is equal to du dot dt du by dt dot v plus u dot dv by dt. Third, ddt of u cross v मतलब u और v का क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट का डिफरेंशिएशन. दिस इज इक्वल टू du by dt क्रॉस v plus u cross dv by dt. And the fourth one is ddt of phi vector u. This is equal to phi ddt u plus d phi by dt vector u, where phi is your equal to phi t. It is a scalar function of scalar variable t. Next, ddt of cu is equal to c into ddt of u, where c is a constant scalar. Sixth, ddt of vector c is equal to 0 when c is a constant vector. Next, ddt of u v w means u dot v cross w को differentiate करना with respect to t. This is equal to du by dt vw plus u dv by dt w plus uv dw by dt. And last one is ddt u cross v cross w, यानी ये वेक्टर ट्रिपल फंक्शन हो गया, तीन वेक्टर का प्रोडक्ट हो गया. So this is equal to du by dt cross v cross w plus u cross dv by dt cross w plus u cross v cross dw by dt. So let us see the results one by one. First, let r be given as vector u plus vector v. Then r plus delta r will be vector u plus delta u plus vector v plus delta v. So delta r will be this delta u plus delta v, because this r is u plus v cancels this right hand side u plus v. Now limit delta t tends to 0 delta by delta t. This is equal to limit delta t tends to 0 delta u by delta t plus limit delta t tends to 0 delta v by delta t. First divide by delta t and take limit delta t tends to 0. So it will be dr by dt is equal to du by dt plus dv by dt, or d by dt u plus v is equal to du by dt plus dv by dt. So one part is proved. Similarly, you can show that d by dt u minus v is equal to du by dt minus dv by dt. So this first portion is proved. Next, we have the second portion. Suppose r is given as u dot v, then r plus delta r will be u plus delta u dot v plus delta v. So delta r will be delta u into v plus u into delta v plus delta u delta v, because here u dot v is r and u dot v both will cancel each other. So you will have delta u into v plus u into delta v plus delta u into delta v, or divide by delta t and take limits. So limit delta t tends to 0 delta by delta t is equal to limit delta t tends to 0 delta u by delta t dot v plus limit delta t tends to 0 u dot delta v by delta t plus limit delta t tends to 0 delta u dot delta v by delta t. Since this is a very small quantity, so we will neglect this one. So this is equal to ddt of r in is equal to du by dt dot v plus u dot dv by dt plus 0, or ddt of u dot v is equal to du by dt dot v plus u dot ddt of v. So this portion is also proved. Your second part is also proved. Now we have the third part, this one. अगर कोई क्वेरी है तुम लोग को, कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो पूछो मुझे अभी, क्योंकि तुम ही लोग बताओगे कि समझ में आ रहा है कि कोई दिक्कत है. कोई क्वेश्चन किसी का? ठीक है, तो फिर अब नेक्स्ट आगे बढ़ते हैं। नेक्स्ट हो गया हमारा जो थर्ड था, dt ऑफ u क्रॉस v। सपोज r is equal to u cross v, then r plus delta r will be u plus delta u cross v plus delta v, and therefore delta r will be, here we get u cross v is r, so they will cancel each other. It means we have delta r is equal to delta u cross v plus u cross delta v plus delta u cross delta v. Multiply these two and in vector product. This is a vector product. So limit divide by delta t and take limit delta t tends to 0. So limit delta t tends to delta r by delta t is equal to limit delta t tends to delta u by delta t cross v plus limit u cross delta v by delta t plus limit delta u cross delta v by delta t. Again, this will be 0. So dr by dt is equal to du by dt cross v plus u cross du by dt plus 0. So this is du dt of u cross v is equal to du by dt cross v plus u cross dt of v. कोई क्वेश्चन है, किसी को कुछ बोलना है, कुछ पूछना है तो पूछो मुझे।